Futsal is the only version of small-sided football fully supported and endorsed by both FIFA and UEFA. Originating in Montevideo in the early 1930s, futsal has risen in popularity across the globe and is now one of the fastest growing indoor sports in the world, with an excess of 30 million players worldwide. Such has been the rise to prominence of futsal around the world that professional leagues now exist in Brazil, Spain, Portugal, Russia, Italy, and a growing number of Eastern European countries. The word futsal is derived from an amalgam of the Portuguese phrase futebol de salão and the Spanish futebol de sala, both of which in literal terms mean indoor football. The game is designed to be played indoors, on a firm surface and with a size 4 reduced bounce ball that is slightly heavier than a normal football and therefore more forgiving. It will stop almost dead when in contact with any part of the body. These two principal facets give the game its speed and skill factors. With laws which more truly reflect the larger game of football, all players can enter the penalty areas. The goalkeeper can play as an outfield player, and the ball is permitted over head height. Defined touchlines and goal lines require players to keep the ball under control, with a particular emphasis on the techniques of passing, movement with and without the ball, and working within a team. Some of the world's most gifted footballers credit much of their own technical development to futsal. In this section, we'll be focusing on the ability of players to control the ball using the sole of the foot. Futsal uses a reduced bounce ball, which is much heavier than a conventional football, and the use of the sole of the foot is integral to ensuring appropriate close contact control. The ball is often on the ground during the game, but in addition, a variety of aerial passes, such as the lofted or scoop pass, may require different and varied controlling surfaces.
The emphasis here is on balance and stopping that ball when it's appropriate, or rolling that ball in a control pass movement when it's appropriate. But above all else, don't rush it. Now, 4 blues. In you come to the rectangle. There's no challenging. You're just playing as a team of blues. You're just playing as a team of yellows. But now we've got to be mindful that the control is relative to other obstacles within the group. See how you get on. Play. And stop. Okay, so that's 2 groups where the receiving player has taken their eye off the ball and they've controlled the ball like that. Play the ball into me, keeper, again. What I'm not looking to do is stamp on the ball. I'm just looking to raise my toes, and I've got my body behind the line of movement of that ball. I'm not stepping to one side. I'm not lifting the foot up to control the ball. What I'm actually trying to do is just put a block, well done, as the ball comes in. It's just a block there, and I know it's there. Now, as you've got other players within that group from an opposing team, you've got to make sure that you can spread out to offer that passing option. Play. And stop again. Now, I'm giving you all the little points here because not only have you got to be mindful of your ball, you've got to be mindful of another ball coming in. You've got to be mindful of your teammates and mindful of the opponents as well. Play. Lots to think about. Good. And stop again. Now, because you're working in quite close proximity to each other, and I'm asking you to punctuate the pass, just stand to one side for me, so as the ball comes in and I control the ball there and survey what's on. If you now run towards me, stop there, and as he comes in, you realise that I can't pass back to him, you can demand the ball from me. So you can call to your teammate to make my mind up to pass that ball. But I'm concentrating on stopping that ball dead, survey the scene, move it, pass the ball on. Play. If you're not in a position where the player can pass, move yourself to a position where he can pass and get yourself ready. Is it easier to control a ball when you're stationary or when you're moving? Stationary is the answer. So if you can get into that position early, ready to receive the pass, you'll give yourself a better chance of successfully controlling the ball than if you're travelling. Play. Now, what you'll also notice is that we're concentrating on everything on the ground. We're not talking about aerial control here because the game is designed to be played on the ground, but you go up when you need to go up. So all I'm focusing on for the purpose of this exercise is the ball on the floor. Now, can you look to increase the delivery speed of the ball in over short and long distances so that you now challenge the footwork skills of the receiving player so they can move into position quickly and still control the ball? So if you pass a ball into me with a degree of pace, can I then adjust to control that ball and do exactly the same to another player? Can you move your feet quick enough? And that's what I'm looking for, is adjustment. So if I pass it into one side, how quickly can you get across and control the ball? Okay, have a go. Play. Blues. And stop. Hold it there. Now, what I've said to you is increase the pace of the ball, not increase the speed at which you then run off. The game can be played in a very relaxed manner, but it's the speed and accuracy of that pass that makes it. But above all else, it's the ability to control a fast-moving ball. So you don't have to run around rapidly, but make the ball move quickly. Play. Yep, control with the sole of the foot. Don't make sure you've got to be on your toes, nice and quick. Good, better. And because you're stationary, if you're moving, it's difficult to control it that way. So make sure you get yourself in a stationary position to receive nice and early. Play and move. Now move somewhere, don't be static.